A Will Smith movie that was shot entirely in Pittsburgh, my hometown, Pittsburgh. Yeah, you know how to talk about this movie. Concussion. Concussion is the biographical drama thriller movie that just came out this weekend. Stars Will Smith, Alec Baldwin. It pretty much is the story. This is based off a true story. A story about the NFL and how they're pretty much trying to cover up the fact that, yeah, people who play football, there's a chance that they could get a concussion, it could cause them to go crazy, and they end up dying. But is the movie good? But I'm not gonna lie, guys, I was watching the movie, and I enjoyed the themes and the message and the whole, like, storytelling of the movie itself. I was really amazed and everything, and Will Smith's character and his performance in this movie just nailed it. Boom! Gave me a concussion, but I still remember the movie because it was good. But now I understand this movie's not going to be for everybody, more or less, say, because it does have to do with the NFL. But the way the movie is told, it really is told from the perspective of Will Smith's character. It's pretty much like, yeah, I'm from Nigeria. I know nothing about football. I know about the islands and the coconuts. That's what I know about. You don't know shit about football, so that does cater on the fact that a lot of people go into this movie can be like, yeah, I didn't know that about football or shit, and that's a dangerous sport. That being said, let's go into the pros and cons. But I believe that concussion, if you haven't seen Star Wars: The Force Awakens, for all two of you that haven't seen the movie yet, you can check this movie out too, and you'll have a good time with it. Here's why. About acting movie, like I said, everyone in this movie more or less is going for the Oscar, I gotta say. And Will Smith's character who plays Dr. Bennett, he kills it in this movie, man. He has a very powerful performance. There were parts of the movie where I was just like, Will Smith, there's only one other person, and two people actually, who I can see doing this role as good as you, and that's Denzel and Idris Elba. So Will Smith's character killed it in this movie. It was even a part in the movie, a little towards the end, he said this message that pretty much sums up this whole story altogether. He says that when a soldier goes into war, he knows that he's gonna probably get shot, he's gonna probably die and everything. That's gonna probably happen. But when a football player plays the game of football, he's gonna probably have a broken arm or a broken leg, but he doesn't quite know that, he's gonna, get a concussion, and it's gonna actually hurt his skull, and it's gonna actually affect his family, and affect his career and everything, and eventually it's gonna lead to his death. And when he said that, I was just like, you know what, that's true. It makes me look at football in a different light. Like, you know what? I don't think they go into football games knowing that, yeah, eventually we're gonna die. Maybe it's a little over dramatic, but I'm just saying. Made me think. And Alec Baldwin was also in the movie too. He was good for the parts that he was in. I felt like it was more 60% Will Smith, 40% Alec Baldwin. He was still good in the movie too. Plot movie, like I said, the plot movie follows the story of Will Smith's character, Dr. Bennett. He's been the forensic pathologist for Pittsburgh for like the past couple of decades. And then one day, Mike Webster, famous Pittsburgh Steeler, just mysteriously dies out of nowhere. Completely healthy guy, completely healthy, just dies. Will Smith comes in, he's like, you know what? Well, this guy is perfectly healthy. He's perfectly healthy. Why did he die? I think he's trying to tell me. Why did he die? And from Mike Webster to a series of all type of other shit that's going on in this movie with the NFL, you find out that the NFL more or less been covering up the fact that, yeah, concussions can ultimately lead to death. The NFL was really like pushing against Will Smith to keep his mouth shut. That way he does not tell the entire world that, yeah, football, the American of American things, football, is actually killing people. People shouldn't play it. Dangerous. At a point in the movie, Will Smith even explained, like, yeah, the humans, we do not have shock absorbers in our skulls and everything. Our brains are just like on a ball and stick, and they can actually smack up against our skull. And they were showing a lot of football clips and everything. They were showing these hits of players just going in like, bow! You're just hitting each other and shit. You see their brains just smack you up against the skulls and shit like jello. I was watching that, I was just like, that hurts. This is why I don't play football. I'm a basketball guy. And can I get a concussion in that? Honestly, if there's any cons in the movie, like I said, there was like one character, Will Smith love interest, that was in the movie that was just like, why are you here? I feel like you're only here so Will Smith can bounce dialogue off of you. That's it. But it got rectified because there was a point in the movie that there was an emotional tone in it that involved her and Will Smith, and I was like, okay, now I see why you're in the movie. I take back what I said. At the end of the day, I gotta say that Concussion was indeed an engagingly good movie. I don't hardly have too many cons to say about the movie, but I will say that if it's not your type of movie and you're not really into these type of based off a true story shit. I don't like the movie, but if you are an NFL fan, you live in Pittsburgh, you follow the Steelers and everything NFL and shit, you'll go on Concussion and be like, okay, yeah, that performance in the movie were great. Will Smith's character was awesome. Plot in the movie was well done, executed. I loved it. And so I'm gonna say that Concussion gets a 9 out of 10, which is worth buying on Blu-ray. So Concussion, what did you think about the movie? Did you see it? Are you gonna go see it? What do you think? Put in the comment section to let me know. Remember guys, subscribe. Until next time.